Hey, what's up, crew? Welcome to episode 3 of The Window. I'm Marcus. I'm here outside the Falling Whistles office in downtown Los Angeles, enjoying this beautiful day. Summer's starting to peek its head around the corner. Today I've been working on a new poster design for you all, put up on the blog soon. Also, I went over to Pop Copy. I made some copies of the posters, and some of us tonight are going to go out and paste them up around Los Angeles. But today we're going to meet with Dexsy. Dexsy's from the Education Department. We're going to talk with her. She's going to tell you a bit about herself, her background, and as well as how creativity plays such an important role in what she does here and what Falling Whistles in general does. So here we go.
History of television.
Okay, so here we are outside now, or I was outside already. Here we are with Dexsy. Dexsy, where are you from?
I am from Earth, but I grew up an hour north of Santa Barbara in a little pocket called Lompoc, California.
Great, and how did you get connected with Falling Whistles?
Falling Whistles literally fell into my life. I was friends with one of the designers here, and he invited me over to check out what you guys do, and now I'm all in.
Right on. Dexsy's been hanging out with us for a couple months now, kind of whipping our butts into shape. Dexsy, in what way does creativity kind of play a role in what you do here at Falling Whistles, and what makes it so important, would you say?
I think creativity is important when you're trying to solve any problem that hasn't been solved yet. If you think about all of the things that have been invented in the world, they were invented because there was a need for it. War still exists in the world. War in Congo still exists, and it's really going to take us to be literally inventive to solve those problems.
Did you pick up a lot of sort of your design style thinking from your schooling, or just from experience, or?
Both. I sort of consider myself a little bit of a mad scientist designer. When it comes to being experimental, you have to have structure in order to measure where you're going and what you're doing. And so I've gotten very good at building those structures around what I need in order to flourish as a designer. And so so part of that is design style thinking. Another part of why I do that is, or why I'm so interested in design style thinking, is because I'm just really curious about everything in the world.
For the people, our constituents, everyone watching, are there anything, sources that you would kind of recommend for them to sort of explore their own creativities in ways that they can both in their day-to-day life, but also in sort of being partners with us for peace?
Yeah. Gosh, you could be creative in so many different ways. With the way that you stack your plates after you're done eating dinner, or I like to mix apple juice with root beer, and it tastes kind of like caramel apples.
I've never done
that. Another, visually, turn something upside down, burn it.
Playing with matches is no game.
I think just looking at things from a perspective that you're not usually looking at them. Like, some of the most interesting photos are photos taken by children because they're taken from the waist down, and we're not used to seeing the world that way. Just like seeing a bird's eye view is interesting.
So, trying to find a new perspective.
Yeah, new perspective.
Why do I stand up here? Anybody?
To feel taller.
No. Thank you for playing, Mr. Dalton. I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. See, the world looks very different from up here. You don't believe me? Come see for yourselves. Come on. Come on. Just when you think you know something, you have to look at it in another way. Even though it may seem silly or wrong, you must try. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think. Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. But the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Now don't just walk off the edge like lemmings. Look around you. There you go, Mr. Christie. Thank you. Yes. Dare to strike out and find new ground.